Yo guys, your boy Arjen here, how y'all doing? And welcome to CHELS Review. Wow, what a game it was. Wow. Whew, what did I just witness? Crazy. Whew, I gotta calm down for a sec. Okay, now we're good. Pulisic, Christensen, Kante, everyone just was amazing. I was blown away that the way we played was superb. We were playing defensively in the beginning before we scored the goal, and then Pulisic just pressed and got the ball and ran away from Mendy and Gundogan. And Mendy, he had a defensive mistake, and then Pulisic scored easily. And we were 1-0 up, and after when the second half began, we started playing way more defensive. Manchester City was on us, and then out of nowhere, Kevin De Bruyne with that free kick, a world-class free kick, a free kick that that type of players can only do that, and he drew the game for Manchester City. And for Kepa, in that moment, I think he could have done better. And I was surprised that he didn't jump higher and he didn't stretch his arms longer. And I was hoping so maybe he could be a little bit faster, be a little bit more reactive. And I think if he done that, he would have a higher chance of saving that shot. But overall, that was just a fantastic free kick. And after that, we brought Tammy Abraham instead of Giroud. We brought Kovacic instead of Barkley to gain a little bit more control in the midfield. And out of nowhere, we had a counterattack, and Fernandinho just gave away a penalty, and he basically was a better goalkeeper than Ederson. And he just saved the shot. And it was a penalty. Obviously, VAR gave the yes to us, and Willian scored it. And it was 2-1, and we had a couple more moments, and we eventually won the game, and Liverpool won the Premier League. And it was just a crazy game. Everyone was amazing today, apart like few times Kepa had like a wrong passes. It was really close in the beginning that we may have conceded in the beginning, and I was happy that we didn't. And Kante playing that DM role, that unconventional DM role for him that he rarely plays. I had never seen him play except the game against Aston Villa in that middle defensive midfielder area, and he was just superb. However, Man City pressed him. He controlled the ball very good. I think he gave away the ball 1 or 2 times, and it was just amazing. He was just amazing. I think from now on he should play there, and then we can play 2 attacking midfielders like how we played today. And I think when Loftus-Cheek is fit, they're gonna form an amazing partnership with Mason Mount, and with Kante behind them, that would be amazing, just amazing. And yeah, everyone played really good today. Willian was amazing defensively. He helped Azpilicueta a lot. Pulisic helped Marcos Alonso a lot. They were just constantly tracking back, and we had a solid defensive line. And even though Sterling had a moment that he chipped Kepa and the ball hit the bar, but that was the only real chance they had, and their free kick. And I think we've done a very good job to keep Manchester City quiet today. And with our counterattacks, we were dangerous. And when we scored the first goal, and then eventually the second goal, we had a control in the game. Billy Gilmore later came on. I think he passed it to Pedro. I think that was a really great pass. He just checked. Also, he saw Pedro is there free, and he just had a long pass and easily opened up Manchester City. And that's what I want Gilmore to do. I hope he plays more. And yeah, let's move on to the player ratings. For ratings, I gave Kepa a 6.5 out of 10, and the reason I did that, because he had a couple of shaky moments. I remember in the first half he had a very bad mistake, and it was really close to we was very close to that. We actually conceded, but Rudiger cleared it, and we were lucky in that point. But he had one save on the free kick. I think it was a header or a free kick. I think, I'm not sure. Basically, in the first half, he saved it with his right arm, and it was just really great save. On I think he had a very professional performance, and I think he was pretty good. He had like a few wrong passes, but it was pretty professional performance. I think 6.5 out of 10 is very good for him. Next up, we got Azpilicueta, and I gave him an 8. Defensively, was just superb, and he manhandled the wingers on the right hand side of our defense. It was just crazy. He performed very well. He used his experience, his physicality, and he tried to keep our backline very organized. And it was very Azpilicueta type of performance, and I was just very impressed with his performance. Yeah, and I think 8 out of 10 is a very good score for him. Next up, we got Christensen. In my opinion, one of the best players in these games, next to Pulisic and Kante. And I think the way he tackled, his aggression, his aerial prowess, he was very good today. I hope nothing happened when he Mendy kicked the ball in his head. I hope he's okay. He was just very good today. Very solid performance. Very nice tackles, very nice interceptions. Great reading of the game. I think 9 out of 10 is very good for him. He was super good, and I hope he plays more so he gains more experience. Next up, we got Antonio Rudiger, and he also had a very good performance. Not as good as Christensen, but he was still very solid. He performed very nice tackles. He intercepted the balls. On the ball, he was very good passing, and I think 8 out of 10 is a very good, solid points for him. And I think next up we got Marcos Alonso, and 7 out of 10 is a very solid number for him. He defended very nice, apart from that unnecessary tackle he gave away and he got a yellow card. But overall, 7 out of 10 I think is very good for him. Next up we got N'Golo Kante. The position that a lot of people are saying, oh, he shouldn't play there because Man City are gonna press him high and he's gonna lose the ball a lot. But however, he proved everyone wrong. Defensively amazing. He had 1 or 2 tactical fouls. He on the ball he was really good. He gave away the ball once or twice, and he organized the defense very good. He covered for our advanced midfielders, and he tackled a lot. And I was just amazed. He was very good in that position. Very amazing. He performed really good in that classic holding midfielder role. He controlled the midfield, and it was just great. I hope he plays in that position more. So Ruben, Mason, Barkley, those guys can play in that advanced midfielder positions, and they can hurt the other team. Yeah. Next up we got Mason Mount, and he was very good today. Apart from few occasions that he made the wrong decision to shoot, he should have been a little bit more patient or pass it to Tammy Abraham or Olivier Giroud, I think. And overall, it was a very solid performance. Defensively, very good. Creativity's passes, and I think 8 out of 10 is a very good score for him. Next up, we got Ross Barkley, and he also had a very good performance. He was a little bit shy on the ball when he got it, but overall, defensively, he was very good. Picked really great passes, and I think overall, a 7 out of 10 is fantastic for him. And next up we got Willian, and an 8 out of 10 is a very good score for him. He completely helped Azpilicueta on the right hand side. He was constantly running back, creating chances for our forwards. He was just great today, and I think 8 out of 10 is a very good score for him. Next up we got Olivier Giroud, and Olivier Giroud he had a very professional performance today, and he held the ball up, held up the ball very well, and he was very solid. He held up the ball for other players, and overall he defended very well. Aerially was superb, and he tried to take the attention of the defenders away so Pulisic and Willian can do their job, and he was really good. I think 7.5 out of 10 is a very good score for him, and I think our man of the match, Christian Pulisic, Captain America, 9 out of 10 performance, and he was just great. the way he pressed Mendy and Gundogan to score that goal, crazy. That shows his determination and his passion. And defensively, he was just crazy. He was constantly helping Marcos Alonso on that left-hand side, and he didn't even. I don't remember any single occasion that he didn't track back, and he was crazy. He was really good, and I think he deserves the Man of the Match award. And now we go to the bench, and we got Tammy Abraham. He came on, I think, in the 61st minute. He had a decent performance. He also had a very professional performance. Couple of occasions, I think Mason Mount could have passed it to him and he could have scored a goal, but overall 6.5 out of 10 is a very good score for him. Next up we got Kovacic, and the reason he came on instead of Barkley was to gain a little bit more control in midfield, be defensive a little bit more solid, and he did that, and whatever he was supposed to do, he was very good at it. He brought the ball forward, he helped Kante to play out of the press from Manchester City, and overall a 7 out of 10 is very good. And Pedro and Gilmore, I gave them no scores at all because they didn't play for a long time. They played for like 4 or 5 minutes, but in that field, very small time, they defended very well. Gilmore had a very nice pass to Pedro, and Pedro had a nice shot. And overall, it was a fantastic game, and our chances are very higher to get top 4 in the top 4, and in order to get Champions League. And Lampard also, he deserves an 8 out of 10, and he was superb. His tactical changes worked very well, his subs were good, and I hope we move on from this game. And next up we got West Ham. Hopefully we win that game and get closer to the Champions League. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you later for the next video. Bye bye.